Good evening from Galactic Public Radio and Andceeth. I'm Spencer McDunn, and these are the top headlines from around the known galaxy. Thargoid activity is increasing and threatening the status quo in the bubble. For the latest, we go to Brill Haxon from an undisclosed location in the deep black.
Thanks, Spencer. Two events hundreds of light years apart, seemingly separate, may have a hidden connection. The Oracle starport in the Delphi system had previously been attacked by Thargoid interceptors and was suffering from fire and caustic damage. This week, it fell victim to a loss of rotational stability and a decaying orbit. At almost the same time, Thargoid scouts attacked the Alexandria, which is the Aegis research group megaship carrying tons of Guardian weapons to Sol for study. Most analysts have made the obvious connection that the megaship attack and the station orbit are both part of a coordinated Thargoid strike. However, another possibility has been raised by defense analysts. The Aegis project has been competing for attention and funding since the Thargoid retreat to the Witchhead Nebula. The authorization to purchase billions of credits worth of Guardian weapons was something of a dream come true for Admiral Aidan Tanner, Chief Military Liaison for Aegis. When federal authorities refused to let the Alexandria complete its jump to Sol, it is possible that Aegis thought its dream was turning into a nightmare. No starport has ever lost orbital stability after a Thargoid attack. Suddenly, when the Alexandria was threatened, as many as 5 did, all simultaneously. And after a brief period, all 5 recovered, all simultaneously. Understandably, in the rush to save innocent residents, it has been difficult to get anyone in starport management to go on the record. However, GPR was able to get one starport engineer to answer questions anonymously. When asked if the orbital instability was caused directly by an insectoid alien, he replied, quote, "Technically, it wasn't a bug." End quote. Is this evidence of a galaxy-spanning conspiracy to extort funding from the superpowers for weapons research? Or are the Thargoids in possession of a new class of weapon themselves, one that can knock our cities from the skies? From an undisclosed location in the Deep Black for Galactic Public Radio, I'm Bro Hankson.
Thanks, Brill. The Alliance Assembly voted to give Prime Minister Edmund Mahon an unprecedented second term in office. He received a plurality of votes cast by Assembly members. Not an outright majority, but that is sufficient to give him another 6 years as head of the state for the Alliance. There was a slight delay as allies for Mahon's rival, Councillor Nakato Kane, and other candidates demanded to be heard on procedural recount issues. A short time after these matters were settled, Prime Minister Mahon was sworn in for his second term. In the traditional victory speech, he told viewers throughout the galaxy, quote, "It is my greatest honor to continue serving the diverse peoples of the Alliance. We will hold fast to our principles of democracy, prosperity, and mutual defense, no matter what the galaxy throws at us." End quote. Mahon is wasting no time implementing his policies of expansion. Administration officials announced a new program of subsidizing tritium mining. For the next week, independent pilots can sell freshly mined tritium at Dublin Citadel in the Gateway system at a substantial premium. The tritium will be used to fuel hundreds of megaships carrying materials for up to 5 new starports. Finally, in local news, Guard Frequency Response Deputy Assistant Director Richard Clemens has issued a system-wide alert regarding the recent upsurge in the theft of power regulators. Recent disruptions in cargo deliveries, network connection errors, and spaceship canopy display malfunctions have made the common components suddenly scarce. Director Clemens told GPR, quote, "A number of bugs in the Pilot Federation's approved spaceship holographic overlay experience, commonly known as apologies, listeners, but the acronym here is not suitable for our airwaves. The system has a number of bugs in its crotch panel. End quote. Wait, what was it? Oh, apologies again, listeners, but I'm receiving word that the Pilots Federation has been issuing cease and desist letters to anyone who is speaking about its recent software errors. And so, until the next turn of the world, for Galactic Public Radio, I am Spencer McDunn. Good night.